I was going weeks and months with a normal balanced skin barrier. I did a video about 9 months ago and highlighted my skincare kind of best practices and ways that I was able to overcome my rosacea, highlighting the things in my skincare routines that I really attribute to being major success factors in my, shall we say, battle with rosacea. I'll link that video at the end of this one in case you missed it. And in that video 9 months ago, I said that I was starting a prescription strength azelaic acid. So now that I've been using it for a good amount of time, I wanted to do this video to really give you an update on my skin and how I think the prescription azelaic acid has been for my skin. My rosacea is so much better than it was. Definitely more under control and more manageable. But that's not to say it's a complete victory. I still have some flare-ups. I have some irritation, especially if I don't pay attention to my triggers. There are different subtypes of rosacea, and I've already done videos on that, so I'll link those at the end of this one and in the description box below, all of the videos that I'm talking about in this video, because I don't want to rehash everything over and over again. Specifically in this video, I want to talk about my experience using prescription azelaic acid. But to give you context, my skin at its lowest point looked like this, versus today is this. Except I have a hair on my face. Is there anything worse in this world than having a hair on your face and not being able to find it? I am not wearing any foundation, BB cream, CC cream. This is my skin. I'm wearing makeup, eyeshadow, and blush for the video, a little bit of lipstick. On the average, I'm not going to gala events and places that necessitate me to be in a full glam look. So my preference is actually to have a very natural, no makeup routine. And with rosacea, it's very hard to achieve that natural skin glowing look without using significant amount of cover up or foundation. I'll tell you my morning skincare routine just to tell you what I have on my face. I cleanse my skin with just water in the morning. For me, that has been a great strategy for my rosacea. I think over cleansing my skin was part of my problem historically. Stripping my skin, damaging my skin barrier, just left my skin barrier open to irritation and more inflammation. This is my toner, which is by Numbuzin. It's their number 3 Glowing Essence Toner. Then my vitamin C serum this morning was by Skinceuticals. This is their Phloretin CF serum, a great serum for anti-aging because it has L-ascorbic acid, vitamin C, as well as ferulic acid and a number of antioxidants in this formulation. Then I used a hydrating serum. This is Rewind by Stratia, another favorite brand of mine, followed by this moisturizer, which I feel like I need to do a dedicated video on because Roche Posay sent me this to try and I received it amongst other things in the box of PR they sent me, so it just kind of rattled around in the box for a while, me not really paying much attention to what it was. And then when I pulled it out and I saw, oh, it's their Rosalaic AR moisturizer. It's specifically formulated for people with redness in their skin or with rosacea like me. So I tried this and I have been using it nonstop. This is what I think is giving me this skin look today because I literally have very little makeup on. But because the formula is green, green counteracts red. I feel like I should just do a full video on this product. Let me know if you want to see it. And then finally a daily sunscreen, which is a non-negotiable as part of my rosacea routine. This one's by Shiseido. It's their Ultra Clear sunscreen. Very similar to Supergoop's Unseen sunscreen if you're familiar with that one, but actually a nicer texture in my humble opinion. Anyway, that's my routine. That's what I have on my face right now. And when you compare this look to how my before picture looked with my rosacea, it is a significant difference. I just feel like I don't have to cover up my skin with additional makeup and cover up just to hide that redness. Now I can still have flare-ups. For me, it's about managing my triggers. And my biggest triggers are the sun, which is why I use a daily sunscreen and wear some protective clothing, non-negotiable for me. That has been a big game changer in my rosacea skin as well. Red wine also tends to be a trigger for me, so I do what anyone would do. I drink white instead. Still have the odd glass of red here and there because I love it so much. And spicy foods, which I just eat in moderation. Would love to know if you have the same triggers as mine or if you have something different or if your triggers are unknown because I'm sure I still have some stuff that is unknown to me as well. Seriously, is this hair still here or am I having some kind of medical emergency? I've been using over-the-counter azelaic acid products for years, and they have been very, very beneficial to my skin as well. And I'll also list some of my favorite over-the-counter azelaic acid products in the description box below. But I find over-the-counter azelaic acid products are great additions to your skincare routine because they are more cosmetically elegant than the prescription ones normally are. So I will oftentimes prioritize an over-the-counter azelaic acid in my morning skincare routine, and this one is just kind of non-negotiable in my evening skincare routine. Azelaic acid has so many skin health benefits, especially for those with rosacea. It decreases the swelling and redness in the skin and is a naturally occurring acid and skin identical ingredient, meaning it's naturally found in the structure of your skin. It's also a known tyrosinase inhibitor, making it a great option for people who are targeting hyperpigmentation and especially melasma in the skin. It has exfoliating properties, but not to the extent of AHAs or alpha hydroxy acids such as glycolic acid or lactic acid. It has a very gentle exfoliation property to it, but you do get the benefits of that skin cell turnover, which I find just helps to smooth out and even out your skin tone and texture. Basically, a really nice gentle option that could be good for even very sensitive skin types. Greatest benefit for me, I think, is its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, which is why it's often used for people who are suffering with acne or rosacea. My skin is combination, it's sensitive and rosacea prone, and also leans to be a little bit dehydrated, especially as I age. I'm 48 for reference. When my rosacea flares, it's characterized by a very compromised skin barrier. I get flushing across my cheeks and general just redness across my cheeks and my nose. And when it's in a bad state, I have the associated pimples and inflammation that go along with it. And I've learned the hard way, I might add, that central to healthy skin for me is to have a sustained and as balanced as I can skin barrier. So I try to prioritize my skin barrier above all else. When my skin is in a compromised state, I always scale back my skincare routines to the very basics of simply cleansing, moisturizing, and a daily sunscreen. Then once my skin barrier is back into balance, such as it is right now, that's when I can introduce or reintroduce my active ingredients like my vitamin C, my retinoids that I like for anti-aging, or my acid exfoliation that keeps my skin bright and youthful looking. When my skin is compromised, I don't even think about using those things because it exacerbates my rosacea and just takes much longer to heal. Azelaic acid can be drying for some people, and some people upon application find that it stings the skin. I guess a little bit of stinging would be considered normal, but if you experience any intense stinging, definitely consult with your medical professional. I have not had that experience, but I also use rich moisturizers in my skincare routines because my skin is dehydrated, and I think the use of those moisturizers with ceramides in probably helps temper some of the stinging and potential for stinging that azelaic acid use might bring. The prescription azelaic acid I've been using is this one. It's a 15% azelaic acid with the name brand of Finacea. The instructions are to apply a thin layer to the affected area up to twice daily as tolerated. When I first started using this, I used this in my morning and evening skincare routine without fail. And I noticed a difference almost immediately within the first few weeks of use. Now, these weren't vast, drastic differences. It was subtle differences, but made me know that I was on the right track. My skin barrier was remaining healthy and intact for longer stretches of time, but also I didn't have, it's almost like it took away that stinging feeling that I used to get just throughout the day or for random reasons that I don't even know. This is what I mean to say is I don't even know all of my triggers, because sometimes I'd just be sitting in a meeting at work and all of a sudden I could feel, oh, my face is starting to flush. I can feel the heat. I can feel my cheeks starting to sting, and I wasn't getting that anymore. So the azelaic acid went to work to reduce that swelling and potential for inflammation. And then over the months, I noticed I just wasn't having as many setbacks as I used to have. I was going weeks and months with a normal balanced skin barrier. That was literally unheard of for me before. I've also done a video on how to layer azelaic acid in your skincare routines. So again, I'll link that video at the end of this one and in the description box below in case you're wondering, how do I put this into a routine with all the other things that I already have existing in my skincare routines? I will 100% continue to use prescription strength azelaic acid in my skincare routines. Small baby steps towards a normalized skin barrier, and then over time, just a more consistently calm and balanced skin barrier. But I do think using this consistently in my evening skincare routine and throwing an over-the-counter azelaic acid in my morning skincare routine every now and then seems to be enough to work for my skin. I guess it's all about finding the balance and what's right and works for you. Should I have another skin setback, I would reintroduce it back in twice a day as needed. I will always attribute a large portion of my success with my rosacea to azelaic acid. I feel like it's an unsung hero in the skincare world. Not many people are talking about it and how beneficial it can be for a variety of skin types, but especially skin types that are frustrating like rosacea. But in addition to azelaic acid, I also use other things that I think attribute to my success. Managing my triggers, like I said. I also use red LED light therapy, which I think has made a tremendous difference in my skin. Also great anti-aging benefits, so that's another bonus. Consistent skincare routines that focus on hydrating and nourishing ingredients, and I cannot underestimate the power of a daily sunscreen, especially because the sun has the propensity to really be a big trigger for my rosacea. I live in Canada and have health benefits, so it's cheaper for me to use a prescription strength azelaic acid versus many of the over-the-counter options available. So that's just another benefit in my situation, but truly it is the change in my skin that I really attribute to this product. I'll continue to monitor my rosacea for you. I'll do more updates as the months and years go on. Be sure to watch these videos if you haven't watched them yet. Thanks as always for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous day.